The Carnival Celebration is a bad ship, y'all. But you know what? It's also a big ship with a lot of things to do. Let's talk about what our favorite things to do on board the Carnival Celebration are. We don't want you to miss nothing.
Nothing.
We don't want you to miss a thing. So let's talk about it, Ray.
All right.
Everybody, my name is Kiki.
And I'm Ray.
And we're Team Reese. Today we're talking about one of our ships that's kind of moving up to the top of the list for us, right? One of our, would you say that's a favorite ship?
I would say it's close.
It's close.
It's close.
Carnival Celebration, we absolutely loved our time on board, and we want to make sure that you don't miss any of the things that we would consider must-do.
Absolutely.
So, without further ado,
let's go.
Drop the first one on them, Ray.
Okay, the first one is one of my favorites, the ropes course.
The ropes course.
The ropes course.
Can y'all believe that's one of Ray's favorites?
Y'all, I talked so much junk to RJ, and I was like, man, you got to be brave. You got to be a lion. You a leader. You got to get up there and do it, man. You gotta just go up there and do it. Y'all, I got up there on the ropes course, and I was okay until the man hooked me in, and I started walking forward. And I was like, and I got out there, and all I could see was platforms that wasn't wide enough for my feet and water, and I was like, oh my God. It took me the longest. There were little kids passing by me. There was adults.
No, they were not passing by. They were running by you, right?
Running by me, passing by me, whatever.
They were running, pointing, and laughing by you.
One little boy was like, look at him. He's so slow. And I was just like, I don't care. I've never prayed so much in one place and said so many scriptures before in one place.
I shall fear no evil. I can do all things through Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. That's the one.
Dramatic.
That's the one.
And that I can remember ever. And I was praying all the way. I was like, Lord Jesus.
At one point, there was a line of like 4 kids just behind you, just waiting. Like,
right.
Will he get out the way? Dang.
Right. They was. And I didn't even care. Just, you know what, go ahead, go around. You know how you get to a car and they be like, they driving slow, they be like this. That's the way I was. Go ahead, go around me. I don't even care. But the ropes course is fun. If you are adventurous, if it's something you really want to do, if you really like literally stepping out there and experiencing something new and doing something
over
new.
the water. Like,
yes.
It's pretty cool.
The
You get
ropes
a
course,
good view of the water and of the rest of the ship while you're up there.
The ropes course is for you. I will say shout out to Kiki for her encouraging me as I got closer to the end of the platform. Come on, Ray, you can do it. Then I heard her say, look at him. He's just so slow.
I thought I said that more quietly than I did.
You didn't.
Next up, let's talk about boats, since we're talking about adventurous things to do on board. Boat is Carnival's first roller coaster at sea, and it is only available on XL class ships. And so you got to do boat while you're on board the celebration.
You gotta check it out.
Yes, it is such a good time. And I thought that boat would be scary, and it wasn't scary at all. I thought it was really fun. It was a smooth ride. It was a good time. There are some restrictions, so you got to make sure you pay attention to weight limitations, height limitations. Make sure you book it in advance, like book it in the app. So that you'll have a designated time slot. That way you don't have to deal with long lines and things like that.
There's a little bit of a cost to it.
There is a little bit of a cost, but we felt like the cost was worth it, right? And we got a couple of rides for that cost. I'm not sure if they're still doing two rides per payment now, but we got two times around for our cost, right?
It was good though.
Yes, and it was just a lot of fun. And again, something that you just can't do on any other Carnival ship unless it's an XL class ship. So do it.
Right. So I will like to add on to that if you're going to do boat, I suggest you do it kind of early in the morning if you can, because that way you'll beat the crowds. Because by midday, especially on sea day, everybody and their mother, father, grandmother, and everybody gonna want to be on boat. But if you get up early, get it done, you can beat the crowd and you can be done, and you ain't got to worry about standing in line. Just get there early.
Sea days is a busy day, y'all.
Yes.
But yeah, get in there early, or again, booking it, making sure you have a designated time to just show up there. Next up, let's talk about waterworks.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have a kid, or if you are a kid at heart, Waterworks is a good spot for you to go hang out. I'll let Ray talk about it because Ray's a big Waterworks fan.
Waterworks is really fun. It's really enjoyable. They have think 2 different slide areas or 3 different slide areas where you can slide down. They have a body slide where you can get the mat. You can slide down on the mat. They have one where you could just slide down where you are the mat and you slide down on it. I don't think. Did they let us take the camera up there?
I don't remember.
Oh, you know what they did? I had it attached to my head.
Okay.
I had it attached to my head, and so it's a good way to get a good visual view of it. You want to review it and show your family and friends how fun it was. And they have an area with the big bucket. If anybody knows about water parks with the big bucket is where you stand up there and you just wait. And so the adults, you talking about everybody being a kid, the adults is under there, the kids are under there. RJ had found some people that he just became quick friends with at that point. And they was all laying on the mat just waiting for the water to come down out the bucket. And so we gave RJ a camera one time he did it, and that was a pretty good footage too. So if if it's something that you like, waterworks, water parks, Waterworks Watercourse is the place to go and check out.
Yes, and for those of you with little ones, that area where the splash pad is, there's some seating right outside of that area where you can sit and get a good view of your kid and not feel like you have to be over in the water with them if you don't really want to do that. So I like that they had that nice setup for parents to be able to supervise as well.
Right. Oh, one more thing. Just make sure, and I know they're going to be kids and even adults, but please make sure you tell your kids don't be running.
Yes. Because we had an incident.
Yes, we had an incident. So tell them to be know
careful.
You're excited.
It's slippery.
We know you want to have fun, but just please be careful.
Yes. Now, we cannot talk about the best things on board the Carnival Celebration without talking about the food. But before we get to that, if you are enjoying the video, if you love cruise content, if you love travel content, hit that subscribe button for us. Become a part of the Team Reese family. We would love to have you. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and we'd love for you to be there with us when we get there. Now, let's get back to the video.
Let's go.
Let's talk about the food. My favorite part.
Mine too.
So, of course, there is specialty dining and there's complimentary dining on board. So, you want to hit the specialty first or the complimentary?
I work on the complimentary side. One of the things that I like to talk about that's included is everybody's favorite that talks about it, the burgers. Guys' burgers are so amazing. And I'm not a real big beef eater. I don't eat a lot of beef, hamburger, a lot of beef, period. But man, oh man, was those burgers good. I loved every bit. They had condiments, which were fresh. The burgers were pretty fresh. I didn't taste dried out. The fries were good. And RJ enjoyed it. And so if you can get RJ to try a burger or try some fries and he enjoys it, you are a winner in his book. So definitely check out Guys Burgers. Other place, which is RJ's favorite, and that's Shaq's Big Chicken. RJ ate at that place every day, at least 2 times a day.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
He wanted Shaq's Big Chicken every day. From the chicken sandwiches to the chicken strips to they had grilled chicken. You can get chicken made on lettuce wraps if you wanted to, and everything. And so a lot of stuff was already cooked, but it wasn't like it didn't taste as if it had been there for the last 2 months. It didn't taste dried out.
Like it's been sitting under a light all day and all night.
It didn't taste like that. So whatever they did,
it did taste pretty fresh.
It was still good, and we appreciate it though. Y'all, right after the Shaq's Big Chicken and Guys Burgers, the other place I love to go to is Street Eats. Street Eats has the bao bun place. Those are free and complimentary. And shout out to Kiki, because a lot of stuff I eat now, especially bao buns, I would have never been eating if we were not together or were not married. And so shout out to Kiki for expanding my palate. They had a place called Freestyle, which was fries. You can get, Fry Style, sorry. Fry style, where you can get fries in different ways. Oh, they also
think then we have like carne asada fries or something. Yeah. So good. Yes,
they had chicken wings there also. Those were an additional cost, but those were okay. What else did we have? We had I think that's all we had from there.
I cannot remember. Those are the ones that stand out to me.
Those are the areas. Those are the ones that stand out to me. So I like those as far as included dining and included dining options.
I would definitely say don't miss Street Eats, because Guys Burger and Shaq's Big Chicken you can get on a lot of Carnival ships. Street Eats is a XL class exclusive. So if you're on an XL class ship, that's the only time you're going to see Street Eats. Definitely want to check it out. It's perfect for like when you're just hanging out at the pool and want a quick snack. Go grab something real quick, go back to your seat. I loved it for that. Let's talk about the specialty dining on board. My favorite specialty dining spot was hands down emeralds. Emeralds are so delicious, you guys. We went there for brunch on the day that we were heading into San Juan, and I really wish that we had gone there sooner because we were about halfway through the cruise by the time we made it there, and I probably would have gone more often if we had went earlier in the cruise. We had beignets, we had shrimp and grits, we had po' boys and French toast, and I had some kind of tea that was really good too. It was very good. It's an a la carte menu, so you pay by item, but the prices are very reasonable. I think shrimp and grits I think was like $6 or $7 or something. Like, it was not over expensive food. We had a pretty reasonable bill by the end. So, and it was delicious food. And even RJ stepped out of the box and tried some new things that day. Right.
He got to experience beignets for the first time. So.
Very good food. I think my second favorite in terms of specialty dining, it's a classic for me, y'all. I gotta have my seafood shack. If seafood shack is on board, I'm going there. I had to get my crab legs. You know, they got the crab legs, they got the shrimp, they got calamari. It's just one of my favorites. It's not exclusive to XL class, but it's still one of those things that I just cannot go on a Carnival ship and not order.
It's definitely worth it.
It is. Hey y'all, it's Kiki here in editing mode. I just realized we left out something really important, and I just could not put this video out without including this. You have got to go to the White Hot Party. It is Carnival's deck party where everybody is wearing all white, and when I tell you it is a whole vibe, it is a whole vibe. You're gonna have a good time at that party, especially if you got a really good DJ on board. And even aside from that, the scenery is just beautiful. They got it all nice and lit up with different colors, and plus the deck looks good on the celebration on its own anyway. Then you add the lit colors and you add everybody in there all white. It's just a whole vibe. You do not want to miss that. So one of my favorite things to do on any ship is go to a good show. I love a good show. I'm a sucker for a good production. That is me all day. And I have to say, Carnival is not my favorite when it comes to productions and entertainment of that sort. However, Center Stage, you want to go to a show at Center Stage. And I say that because Center Stage, that setup is specific to Carnival XL class ships. You're not going to find that kind of design on any of their other ships.
Right.
And just going there and getting that experience of, you know, being in a show setting that's a little bit different than what you get in like an auditorium style show, right? So I thought it was kind of cool. Yeah, talk about the setup a little bit, right?
The setup. So it's set up as if it's an intimate venue. You can call it an intimate venue where there's seating really pretty close to the stage, not directly on the stage, but pretty close to the stage where the acts will interact with you if it's that type of show. They have seating all around, and it's well thought out seating where it's spaced out pretty good, and there's a mix of tables and chairs, there's a mixture of couches and loungers, and so I really like that area. But my favorite part is if you go to the upper level where there's seating up there as well, it's pretty spaced out, that's a good viewing area to me, especially if you can get into the middle center area of the Center Stage venue. That's a really good seating area. You can sit there and you can see the whole show, and you don't have to worry about missing anything. You can see everything from where you are. And then if you don't want to sit up there, maybe you just want to stand in front of the little balcony area, which then you'd be blocking people, but you still can see the whole show without having to be like doing like this, like what did they just do? Especially if you sit in the back on the main floor. If you up there, you can see everything.
And you know what, that's a good segue too, because next we're going to be talking about some of our pro tips for the ship, and one of them is related to Center Stage. So like Ray was saying, it is a thought out design. I think it was intentionally made to be more of an intimate setting. But what the problem with that is, this is a large ship with a whole lot of people on it. And so it can be difficult to get a seat at Center Stage. So first tip, if you're heading to Center Stage for a show, make sure you get there nice and early.
Yes.
This is not the place to show up for a show, 5 minutes before starting, 10 minutes before starting. You want to get there nice and early so that you can get the seat that you want, get a good view of the stage, because it is very difficult to get a spot there.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of people on the ship, and there is not a whole lot of space at Center Stage.
Right. So, and that's that's especially especially in that area I was talking about up at the top, because people really want to be up there and want to get the seats and want the better view. And that little area fills up fast. And we was at the show, I think it was DJ Q. Yeah, we was at the show with DJ Q, and it was people sitting on the stairs up there in that little seating area. So get there early. Don't get left out.
That was the Evolution show with DJ Q, yeah. Another tip for the celebration, the balcony cabins, y'all. We love a good balcony cabin. Mm-hmm. We will always select a balcony cabin if we are selecting based on preference. Sometimes we select them based on cost and we got to go with something else. But we love a balcony cabin, and we love the privacy that is afforded to you on the balcony of a balcony cabin.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, the design of the celebration does not provide you that level of privacy on your balcony. Now, I have mentioned this in shorts before, and what's interesting, people are always in the comments like, well, what you trying to do on the balcony? What you trying to do? Why you need privacy? We need privacy because we like to be alone. That's why. It ain't got to be nothing other than that. Sometimes you just want your space to yourself. And it's hard to have that. Yes, we're on vacation. But when you're standing on some of the balconies that are on the celebration, you can literally look around you. You can see the people over here, up there, down there, down there. And if you can see them, that means they can see you too. So don't go on the Carnival Celebration and get a balcony room and expect a bunch of privacy on the balcony, because it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, we had a lady that was above us, and she would be standing out there looking down, just kind of talking crap.
Whole conversation.
Yeah, just kind of talk crap every once in a while. I was like, I don't like this. But anyways, let's go.
Yeah, Ray was really disappointed. All right, any other tips for the celebration, babe?
I don't really have any other tips for the celebration. I think my tip, and this is a tip for any cruise ship you go on, just pack your good shoes, get ready to walk, but enjoy yourself. There's plenty of food everywhere. We gave you our favorites, but there's plenty of food everywhere. So just get out and enjoy and just have a good time. Don't, you on vacation. Enjoy yourself.
There's plenty of food. There's plenty to do. There's plenty to see. There's a lot on this. This ship offers a lot. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to our must-dos for the Carnival Celebration. I want to know, though, what are your favorites on board the celebration? Drop them down in the comments for us. What are your must-dos? And if you haven't sailed yet, but you are booked to sail or planning to book, let us know what you're looking forward to the most. What stands out to you? What are you like, oh, I can't wait to get on the celebration and do that? And if you want to get on the celebration or any other cruise ship and you need help booking a cruise, contact us. Email booking@teamreachetravels.com. We will be able to get you going. We want to get you on a ship.
Yeah, we want to get you on a ship. We want you to get out there and be gone.
See the world. You and your kids. Right. Let's do it.
Right.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We appreciate you. And until the next time, Team Reese.
Team Reese.
All day.